Hey nerds, today we're diving into the world of Elden Ring with some themed EDH techs inspired by the bosses, creatures, and lore. I don't have full deck lists for any of these right now, but if you want a dedicated deck, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Also, consider joining my Discord server. I have a link in the video description below. It's a great place to make suggestions for videos, hang out with friends, and share your decks. Alright, let's get into it. First off is Sun Quan, Lord of Wu Voltron, inspired by running around on Torrent and smacking things in the face with sticks. The idea is pretty simple. Play equipment, we give creatures big weapons, and then we smash in. You can use Urza, Lord High Artificer, to help the equipment pay for its own cost, Sidemaster Thopterist to make tokens for us to equip, and then Brass Squire will let us cheat on the equip cost of equipment, and also let us equip things at instant speed. Next up is Glunch the Bestower Group Hug, inspired by all the jellyfish that float around. And much like D&D jellyfish, these aren't hostile. Well, unless you poke them with a sharp stick. Of course, you'll have to include Flumph, as they're the only other jellyfish in green and white, and then you load up on whatever group hug style cards you want. This is meant to be a pure group hug deck that uses Approach of the Second Sun to win. That way, players aren't losing, you're just winning. Next is Atraxa Praetor's Voice, -1/-1 counters, inspired by Millennia. Originally, I was going to do an Infect build, but that doesn't feel very Rot inspired. So instead, let's wither creatures using counters. Massacre Girl Numb Killer, Hapatra Vizier of Poisons, and Necroskidder are all great includes. And to maintain the theme, don't forget Atraxa Grand Unifier to represent when Millennia had her first Rot Bloom. Next is Riku of Two Reflections Clones, inspired by the Mimic tier. If you're awful at Elden Ring, just like me, you'll know how great the Mimic tier is. Helps tank bosses, and it does a ton of damage. So let's honor ourselves, I guess, by making a clone deck. I didn't include Sakashima since they enter as copies instead of being true clones. See, I want to use Bramble Sovereign, Progenitor Mimic, and like Double Major to make token clones of creatures. Helm of the Host is also great in this deck. Basically, take whatever cards make clone tokens, put it in there, and I think you're good to go. And then finally, we have Nadu, Winged Wisdom. It's a bird kindred deck inspired by all the god-awful birds in Elden Ring. Listen, I love birds, but Nadu and every single winged creature in Elden Ring needs to be cleansed. Okay, jokes aside, the actual final idea is Sir Conrad the Grim, Mono Black Knights, inspired by the Knights Cavalry. I was going to use Lord of Nazgul, but it felt weird to use a Lord of the Rings commander for this, so Sir Conrad it is. You should include all 9 Nazgul though, along with Hakan Stormglade Scourge, Lockthwain Lancer, and Exsanguinator Cavalry. This seems like a really fun theme that actually has some pretty decent support that you should try out. And there are my 5 ideas for the Elden Ring themed decks. Sorry they weren't more fleshed out, I was just kind of inspired to make these on a whim because I'm really enjoying the game. So if you want more detailed lists on any of these ideas, or want to share your own, or think these are dumb, just let me know in the comment section down below. Also, please make sure you're subscribed, and if you are, ring that bell to get notifications when all my videos go live. It's an easy way to really help out the channel, and you don't miss when I upload. Alrighty nerds, I'll see you in the next one.